Good morning, students. Yesterday we have studied topic number 3rd, demand analysis. So, in that topic we have studied first introduction, means in introduction we have studied the definition of desire and the definition of demand. Okay, so what is desire? The urge to have something can be called as the desire. And you have already studied the definition of demand. According to Professor Benham, demand is that quantity of commodity which a person ready to buy at a particular price and during the specific period of time. Okay, so all desires are not demand, because so desire converted into demand, the following conditions are very important to clear the concept of demand. So first, desire; second, willingness to purchase; and third, ability to pay. And then we have studied the main three features of demand. First, main features of demand. The first, utility is the base of demand. Second, demand is a relative concept. And third, reference given for the time and price is much necessary for the consumer's demand. And then we have studied the main second concept. That concept name is demand schedule. Okay, so demand schedule. In that demand schedule there are two types of demand schedule. So first types is individual demand schedule, and second type is market demand schedule. So what is the meaning, or what is the define of individual demand schedule? The define is individual demand schedule is a tabular representation which a consumer buy or purchase goods or commodities at particular price during the specific period of time. In simple language, so individual demand schedule indicate a consumer purchase or buy various types of commodities at particular price and during the given the specific period of time. So individual demand curve 100% related to a single buyer. So single buyer demanded any commodity, so it is called as the individual. म्हणजे बघा, बाजारामध्ये एका ग्राहकाने, एका कंझ्युमरने, एका उपभोक्त्याने केलेली डिमांड, इट इज कॉल्ड एज द इंडिव्हिज्युअल डिमांड. सो वन्स अगेन I repeat that individual demand schedule. Okay, so it can be explained with the help of individual demand schedule. Come on. Okay, how many columns are there? I think 2 columns are there. Okay, okay, the name of first column, the name of first column, this is individual demand schedule for only single consumer. Okay, first, price of commodity x in rupees, in bracket rupees, and then quantity demanded, of commodity x in bracket kilogram kg. Clear? Okay. So price of commodity x 10, 8, 6, 4 and 2. Okay. So you have taken any numbers. There is no compulsory to take any other number. Okay. So 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Okay, so yeah, making this individual demand schedule. So when look at when price 10 after 8 6 4 2, here is the price decreases, or when price falls, means when price falls, then demand falls, then demand rises. Look at the arrow. Okay. When price falls, then demand rises, means 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so simple. So you have taken any other number and complete that individual demand schedule. So when price of commodity X is 10, quantity demanded 1, price is 8, quantity demanded 2, price is 6, quantity demanded 3, price is 4, quantity demanded 4, and price is 2, quantity demanded 5. So the main highlight of that schedule is when price falls, means decreases, 10, 8 from 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, then so quantity demanded rises 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg, 5 kg. Okay, so that types of individual demand schedule indicate there are inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Which relationship? There are inverse relationship between price and demand. That schedule indicate that there is the inverse relationship between the price and quantity demand. There are inverse relationship. So why there are inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded? Because when price falls, then demand rises, and when price rises, then demand falls. Clear? Okay, means when price falls, then demand rises, and when price rises, means 2 after 4, 6, 8, 10, then demand also falls. That's why the relationship between the price and quantity demanded is the inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded. Okay, so because when price falls, then demand rises, and when price rises, then demand falls. आता हे व्यवहारामध्ये लक्षात हे शेड्यूल आहे बघा. दैनंदिन व्यवहारामध्ये समजा XYZ कोणत्याही एखाद्या कमोडिटीची प्राइस जर कमी झाली तर आपण ती कमोडिटी प्रमाणापेक्षा जास्त घेतो. इट मीन्स द व्हेन प्राइस फॉल्स देन डिमांड इन्क्रीजेस और राइजेस. क्लियर? पण जर प्रमाणापेक्षा एखाद्या कमोडिटीची प्राइस हाय किंवा जास्त होत असेल तर आपण ती काय करू तर कमी. सो सेकंड, व्हेन प्राइस राइजेस ऑफ कमोडिटी अँड डिमांड ऑल्सो फॉल्स. वन सेंटेन्स वन्स अगेन, व्हेन प्राइस फॉल्स देन डिमांड राइजेस and when price rises then demand falls. So it is called as the inverse relationship between the price of commodity and quantity demanded. Means there are inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded. Means this schedule shows that there are inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded. Okay, so next, so that individual demand schedule explain with the help of individual demand curve. This is the table, this is the individual table or individual schedule. And again, so with the help of this schedule, so we have draw the graphical representation of the individual demand curve. Okay, so individual demand can be explained with the help of this diagram. Okay. Right here, Y, O, and X. Y, O, and X. Okay. So then, Y, O, X. Price of commodity X in bracket rupees. Then quantity demanded in bracket kg. It means the y-axis represents or indicate the price of commodity and x-axis indicate the quantity demanded. Okay, so first price of commodity you indicate or represent on y-axis. Okay, then price of commodity x 2 4 6 8 and 10. 2 4 rupees 6, then 8 and then 10. Okay, so price of commodity 1 2 3 4 and 5. Right there, 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg and 5 kg. Okay, आता एक गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवा, परत एकदा सांगतो, इकॉनॉमिक्स मधला कोणत्याही प्रकारचा डायग्राम तुम्हाला ड्रॉ करायचा असेल, कोणत्याही प्रकारचा डायग्राम तुम्हाला ड्रॉ करायचा असेल तर सर्वप्रथम y o x म्हणजे y ऍक्सिस आणि x ऍक्सिस तुम्हाला काढायचे. y ऍक्सिस वर काय इंडिकेट केलेलं आहे प्राइस ऑफ कमोडिटी दाखवायचे आणि x ऍक्सिस वर काय इंडिकेट केलेलं आहे क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड. ओके, देन सो look at that table. When price of commodity 10, demand is 1 kg. Okay, 10 1 Okay, that plot that point. Then price 8, demand 2 kg. Look at that. 1, 10, 8, 2. Okay. Then 6, 3. 6, 3. Then 4. Look at that. When price of commodity 4, then quantity demanded also 4 kg. Then so price of commodity 2, then quantity demanded of commodity X 5 kg. Plotted that point on the graph. Okay, so individual demand can be explained with the individual demand curve. Okay, so that point plotted on the graph. Okay, so when price 10, demand is 1 kg. When price 8, demand is 2 kg. When price 6, demand is 3 kg. When price 4, demand is 4 kg. When price 2, demand is 5 kg. Okay, so that point join okay, that point join with the help of that point. So we get DD, we get DD. DD means individual demand curve. Okay, DD means individual demand. So you have joined that. Okay, 8, 2, 6, 3, 4, 2, 5. Okay, so that is called as the individual demand curve. And so explanation of that diagram, x-axis indicate or represent quantity demanded in bracket kg. Okay, and so y-axis indicate the price of commodity in bracket rupees. Okay, so you have taken the various types of the point of price of commodity. 2 quantity demanded means 10, 1, 8, 2, 6, 3, 4, 2, 5. That point join means 1, 2, 3, 4 point join. We get the curve. That curve's name is DD. So what is the meaning of DD? DD means individual demand curve. So main feature of that individual demand curve is the main feature of DD curve, or in any other language, the slope of that demand curve downward, from left to right. Okay, downward from left to right. So that curve or that diagram indicate there are inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded, because when price falls, then demand rises, and when price rises, then demand falls. Is that clear? So the slope of individual demand curve is downward from left to right. So the first types of, in topic number 3, demand analysis, the first, okay, so individual demand and market demand. Okay, so individual demand, you complete that concept, so with the help of schedule and with the help of diagram. Okay, and first there are second types of market demand. Okay, first the individual demand, second is the market demand. So understand this? Okay. Once again, repeat that there are main two types of demand schedule. So first is the individual demand schedule and second is the market demand schedule. So first, you are complete the individual demand schedule with the help of schedule and as well as the diagram of that. Second, so B, market demand schedule or market demand. So first, meaning opposite of individual demand. Opposition of individual demand, market demand is the tabular representation of total or all consumers purchase or buying the various types of commodity at a particular price and during the specific period of time. So in market demand, there are large number of buyers buys their goods as well as the various types of the commodities at particular price and during the specific period of time. So this is the summation of total consumer in the market, not individual consumer in the market. Is that clear? So market demand. Second, market demand is the tabular representation of the total or all consumers purchased or buying various types of the commodity or goods at particular price during the specific period of time. Okay. Second type is the market demand. Individual demand is related. Okay, so individual demand is related to only single buyer. Okay, or individual consumer, and market demand is the total addition of all consumers in the market. Is that clear? All consumers in the market. So that's why look at that. So one consumer purchase one commodity it is called as the individual demand. And more than one consumer purchase the various types of the commodity, it is called as the market demand. आता हे बघा आपण पाहतो तुम्ही चाकणचे असाल, तुम्ही राजगुरूचे असाल, तुम्ही दावडीचे असाल, तुम्ही वाड्याचे असाल, कुठले असाल की आता थोडंसं कोरोनामुळे ते मार्केट स्टॉप झालेले, पण बाजार भरत होता. त्या बाजारामध्ये जेवढे कन्झ्युमर आहेत त्या सर्व कन्झ्युमरची एकत्रित बेरीज ॲडिशन समेशन इट इज कॉल्ड ॲज द मार्केट डिमांड. म्हणजे सर्व ग्राहकांनी केलेल्या एकत्रित मागणीची बेरीज. बरोबर, तुम्ही एकटा गेला तर काहीतरी एखादी मेथीची भाजी तुम्ही विकत आणली, ती इंडिव्हिज्युअल डिमांड. क्लिअर? सो मार्केट डिमांड कॅन बी एक्सप्लेन विथ द हेल्प ऑफ मार्केट डिमांड स्केल. ओके. ज्या पद्धतीने बघा हे एखादं टेबल तयार करायचं, स्केड्यूल तयार करत असताना किंवा एखादा डायग्राम करत असताना व्यवस्थितपणे लक्ष द्यायचे, त्याची प्रॅक्टिस तुम्ही घरी करायची. ओके. सेकंड कॉलम थोडासा मोठा करायचं. इंडिव्हिज्युअल डिमांड कर्वला बघा, इंडिव्हिज्युअल डिमांड कर्वला दोनच कॉलम होते आणि मार्केट म्हणजे इंडिव्हिज्युअल डिमांड शेड्यूलला किती कॉलम होते? 2. आणि मार्केट डिमांड टेबल कर्व शेड्यूलला कॉलम आहे 3. ओके. नेहमीप्रमाणे फर्स्ट कॉलम प्राइस ऑफ कमोडिटी x in bracket plus rupees. Okay, then quantity demand of commodity x in bracket also kc in bracket kc. आता थोडंसं वरती का लिहिले तर आपल्याला इथे मार्केट डिमांड असल्यामुळे जास्त कंज्युमर आपल्याला इथे घ्यायचे. Okay, and last market demand in bracket KC. Clear? So, okay, so you have taken also price of commodity in individual demand scale. So 10, 8, 6, 4 and 2. Okay, so here is the price decreases means falls. When price falls then demand rises, because there are inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded. ओके. 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 आता कॉलम्स किंवा हे तुम्हाला जास्त वाटत असेल एकदम सिंपल आहे बघा. ओके. आता याच्यामध्ये एक फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण केजी मध्ये आता सो कंझ्युमर सी मीन्स कंझ्युमर ए, सी मीन्स कंझ्युमर बी, सी कंझ्युमर C. Okay. A, B, and C. So A, B, and C. In that market there are three consumer. Three consumer means आपण इथे किती घेऊ शकतो? Just one. Okay. So more than one. So clear? Taken that 5, 10, 15, 20. and 25. एक गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवा की याच्यामध्ये जे अंक दिलेले आहेत 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 5, 6, 15, 20, 25 तुम्ही तुमच्या मनाने कोणत्याही प्रकारचे अंक घेऊ शकता. फक्त अंक घेत असताना एक लक्षात ठेवायचे सुरुवातीला प्राइस ही डिग्री दाखवायची, कमी झाली दाखवायची, प्राइस कमी झाल्यानंतर डिमांड काय होते इन्क्रीज होते एवढं फक्त दाखवायचं. बाकी तुम्ही एक्झाम मध्ये तुमच्या मनाचे तुमच्या स्वतःचे कोणतेही प्रकारचे नंबर्स किंवा आकडे घेतले त्याला कोणत्याही प्रकारचा विरोध येणार नाही. फक्त ती कन्सेप्ट क्लिअर होणे याच्यामध्ये काय. ओके. आता बघा किती सिंपल आहे. इथं पुढे बघा 5 वरचे भाग काढले द्यायचे 5, 10, 15, then 10, 15, 20, then 15, 20, 25, then 20 plus 5, 25, 30. Clear? Then 25, 30 and 35. Okay. Look at. पहिले फक्त आपण एक लाईन तयार केल्यानंतर मनाने सरळ करायचे. म्हणजे 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then B, then pull down 5, 10, 15. फक्त 5 काय करायचे डिफरन्स ठेवायचे. Then 10, 15, 20, 15, 20, 25, 20, 25, 30 म्हणजे पुढे असं आडवं जायचं. ओके. म्हणजे 5, 10, 15, 10, 15, 20, 15, 20, 25, 20, 25, 30 आणि 25, 30 आणि 35. ओके. सो in that market demand schedule, so there are horizontal addition or summations of all consumers. There are horizontal summations of all consumers to make the market demand in kilogram. So horizontal addition or summation means 5 plus 10, 5 plus 10, 15, and 15 plus 15, 30. Clear? Okay. Then 10 plus 15, 35. And 35 plus 20, 55. Once again, it's 20 plus 10, 35. 35 plus 10, okay, 45. Okay. So it was by mistake. Okay. Once again, 10 plus 15 means market demand schedule indicate the horizontal addition or horizontal summation to make the market demand in kilogram. 10 plus 25, 35 and 45. Okay, so addition. Then 15 plus 20, 35. 35 plus 25, 60. Okay, 60. Then 20 plus 25, 45. 45 plus 30, 45, 55, 65, 75. 75. Okay. Then 25 plus 30, 25 plus 30, 55. 55 plus 35, 55 plus 35, 5 by 0, 5, 190. Okay, so clear this. So in simple, in market demand analysis or in market demand schedule, so horizontal summations or horizontal additions of consumer A, B, C is equal to market demand in kilogram. So they identify the concept of market demand. So consumer A plus B plus C. So you are right there in case in simple. So here is summation of horizontal summation of A plus B plus C. Clear? A plus B plus C. Once again, so 5 plus 10, 5 plus 10, 15. 15 plus 15, 30. That is the horizontal addition to make the market demand consumer A plus consumer B plus consumer C. So 10 plus 15, 25, and 25 plus 20, 45. Then 15 plus 20, 35, 35 plus 25, 35 plus 25, 35. Clear कौन घ्यायचे plus 25 5 by 0 can over 3 on 60. Clear? Okay. Then 20 plus 25, 45 plus 30, 45 plus 35, 35 for 375, and then finally 90. Okay. उगाच हाजी आत्मविश्वास दाखवायचा नाही. क्लिअर करायच्या मध्ये थोडंसं एवढं काय मॅथमॅटिकल किंवा स्टॅटिस्टिकल याच्यामध्ये डिफिकल्टी अजिबात आपल्याला नाही, पण आपल्या दृष्टीने ते क्लिअर करण्याचं गरज आहे. ओके, सो व्हॉट इज द मेन मीनिंग ऑफ मार्केट डिमांड शेड्यूल? सो मेन इट इज द टॅब्युलर रिप्रेझेंटेशन. It is the tabular representation of total of all consumers in the market, and that consumers purchase various types of goods and commodities at a particular price, and during the specific period of time. Okay, so in this schedule, the first column is price of commodity X in bracket rupees. The second column, quantity demanded of commodity X in bracket kilogram. So there are three consumers: consumer A, consumer B, and consumer C, because it is the market demand. And last final column is the market demand of A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C is, it means the horizontal addition or summations of consumer A, B plus C making the market demand. So आता यामध्ये हा भाग तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवण्याची अजिबात आवश्यकता नाही. So 10, 8, 6, 4 to when price falls, then market demand rises. Okay, and then price of commodity X rupees means price 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 increases, market demand decreases. So this schedule also explain. I mean market demand schedule also explain that there are inverse relationship between the price of commodity X and so market demanded in kg 30, 40, 60, 50, 75, 90. So market demand schedule also can be explained, or that concept can be explained with the help of diagram. Okay, draw the diagram. Why? Okay, Y O X. So axis indicate the price of commodity X in bracket rupees. and x-axis indicate quantity demand in bracket kc. Okay, so price 246, then 8, and then 10. Okay, write their number 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is the related. It is the related to the individual demand. So you are taken in this. So 30, then 40, then 30, 45, then 60, then 75, and then 90. Okay, so you have joined that point with the help of when price falls, then demand rises, and when price rises, then demand falls. So when price of commodity 10, demand is 30, 8, 45, then 6, 60, 4, 75, and 2, 90. So you will join that point to making the market demand curve with the help of that plotted point. Okay, so write DD. So here is DD means market demand curve. Market demand curve. So we have joined that point. To get the DD, it is called as the market demand curve. So join that point 10, market demand 30, then 8, market demand 45 kg, then 6, market demand 60, then 4, market demand 75, and 2, market demand 90. So last line is DD is the demand curve. In the diagram, DD is the demand curve, and main features of that curve is the means. In simple language, the slope of market demand curve is downward from left to right. This is the main types of the demand schedule. First is the individual demand schedule, and second is the market demand schedule. Thank you.